Doc, Doc over here. Seemed like you were playing catch up since that second quarter.
Yeah.
What'd you see? What stood out to you about the defense that got you in that hole and the comeback that followed to get you back in the game?
Defensively, I thought a lot of it was our offense. Like when you miss layups and turn the ball over, a lot of them layups at the rim. It's automatic break the other end. So early in the first half, I was disappointed in our transition. I thought we got that cleaned up, and then we ended up taking the lead. I thought the thing that stood out to me is what I said before the year is can we close games? And tonight we didn't do that. We had a lead. We had to go offense, defense a little bit. And then down the stretch, we really just didn't get good shots.
Down the stretch, that substitution for Pat and Avery for Lou and Shea, did they just need a breather? Or
yeah, I thought they needed a blow. They'd been playing for a while, and Denver had scored the last 10 times down the floor. So I knew I was going to burn a timeout. So I went with the defense. And unfortunately, we didn't get a stop with the defense.
Shea ended up playing like 28 minutes tonight. Was that something you kind of planned, or just the way that he ended up coming out tonight and playing?
No, I think Shea's going to play a lot. I said it before the game. Shea's a good basketball player. So, I don't think we should be surprised if he plays a lot of minutes.
In the first half, he only had around 8 assists or so, but it seemed like the ball movement was there. It just wasn't going in. Did you think they executed properly?
No, I didn't think the ball movement was there, though we did make some passes, so you're right. But I thought we missed. At halftime, basically what we showed them is how many times another guy was open. It's funny that it happens. When the real games start, the passing stops sometimes. And I thought tonight there was, especially in the first half, I thought in the second half we moved the ball and played pretty well. But the first half, the ball movement was awful overall. And then I thought down the stretch, and this is what we're going to have to work through, I thought each guy was trying to win the game for us instead of trusting what we were doing. So we'll get through that.
Coach, do you think some of the early foul trouble to some of your starters kind of threw off your rotation?
Yeah, I don't know. It didn't throw off my rotation. It might have threw off their rhythm, though. The game's being called tight. It really is. The fans got to watch a lot of free throws tonight. I don't think that's very exciting, but. Yeah, we are, because it's not the officials' fault. Like, it really isn't. They've told us how they're going to call the game, So you have to adjust. You have to move your feet. And that's what we should be doing anyway, really.
Boban had another dominant effort. You went with him for a big stretch there in the fourth. Is he just forcing his way into the rotation right now?
Yeah, he's playing well. It's just, I've never met a guy that didn't force his way into the rotation. When you think about it, I always laugh at that. Like, everyone forces themselves in the rotation, and the players decide who's going to play all the time. Boban deserved to play, and I said it, last week. He's going to play. He's going to play every night, and on the nights that he plays well, he's going to keep playing. We may have gone with him a little too long there. They started adjusting to him on the other end. I thought they hurt us, but overall, I thought he was sensational.
Doc, what would you take the positives from this going into the next game?
Well, the positives is that we shot 40%, and they didn't play well either offensively. And we're going to have nights like that, like you don't play great offensively. We missed shots that I would take. Pat Beverly is a plus 40% three-point shooter, and he had them all night and just didn't make them. Gal had some, Tobias had some, so. But your offense will fail you at times. Your defense can't. And I thought overall we gave ourselves a chance to win in a night that we couldn't get the ball to go in. So that would be the positive for me.
Milos was on the inactive list tonight. Was that just a matchup thing or a rust thing, or is that where he is right now?
Yeah, he's been injured, so he'll be activated eventually, for sure. No, it was really for Lou, for a shot. And, I think Lou thought that Pat's man helped, and he was going to throw it to Pat. But, Pat, whatever, he just went up with the ball. So, it happens. I like the execution part. When Lou had it, I thought he actually had a shot, but then it fell apart after that. I really didn't like how we executed the last 3 minutes of the game. I have to watch it, but that's what I saw live.
You talked about how the passing wasn't so great in this game.
Yeah.
Shea seemed to really have
Yeah.
a good feel for the game,
Yeah.
dishing the ball around really well.
Yeah, I thought he did the best job of going downhill, getting into the paint, and either finishing and making plays out. We talked about it all week too. Like, you can get downhill against them, but they're a great help team, and the guy driving's probably not going to get the shot. It's got to be the pass. I thought a lot of times we drove to score instead of driving to create actions. I thought Shea stood out as the one guy that kept making the right plays, and so that was nice to see.
How about Shea's confidence? Do you think he gained that much more of a confidence doing what he did today?
I got a feeling Shea's confidence was higher before the game. Shea's just a confident kid. He's not scared of anything. He just isn't. You can see it every day in practice. I mean, think about who he has to go up against every day in practice, Avery and Pat, and he doesn't care. So he doesn't have a confidence problem.
This team has so many kind of new parts coming
Yeah.
into it. You don't really know what to make of this after a first loss of the
Yeah.
preseason and regular season. What are you looking for your guys over the next 48 hours?
To move on. It's my job to watch film, their job to get their rest. This game's done. Not overthink it. We're going to have a lot of close games. You can just feel that with this team, and we got to find our way to win them. But on the ones you can't get it back now. Nothing you can do about it. I'm sure there was mistakes made by me, by the players. Can't get them back. If I've learned anything in this league, there's nothing you can do about it, any of it. You just go to the next game and get ready for the next one. You too. Take care, guys.